So, hello everyone, and welcome to Excited Nuclear channel. And today we are going to see about useful standard libraries in Python. And Python comes with many built-in libraries. And basically, why the libraries? Libraries are like you can say we are not trying to reinvent the wheel. So that's kind of thing is what perfectly fit here. So as you can see, these libraries save us from writing the common functionality ourselves. And some of the most useful ones are math library, random datetime operating system or OS, and then SYS library. So, continuing with that, first we are going to explore about the math library. So, as the name suggests, it helps us with the functions that is required for calculating the mathematical operation or doing the mathematical operation. Now, for that, let me show you the output for that. Now, before the output, let me just tell you what are the all these function does. So math has some you can say specific functions such as sqrt, which is also short form for square root. So the square root of 25 is 5. 4.2 will be ceil to you can say 5, and 4.9 will floor to 4, and math.5 will return the value of the 5. Now to show you that, let me run this code, and as you can see, these are all the expected output that we have been seeing here or expecting here. Now the first question is that why the ceil prints 5, but rounding off will give us 4. Now due to the reason is you must be aware of you can say rounding of any number or decimal number. So how that works is, with a number you can say the next decimal place to which we want to you can say round off. If that number is less than 5, then it will be, you can say, rounded off to the lower one. But the C works little differently. It basically rounds the number to the, you can say, the next integer number. So that is what happening. And a similar case for floor, but this time in floor, the number will be rounded off to the lower end one. And the math.py is obviously clear. It returns the value of the pi that we have seen. Now, as you can see here, the definition I have already you can say added to it the file. Now next is the random module. Now to show you the random module, I have already created a code for that. So let me just give you. Oh, sorry. Okay. I just wrote a little. Uh, so that's the random module. Now, why the random module is quite helpful for us? Now that is because the random, as its name suggests, it helps us you can say choosing the random things from a collection, or even generating the numbers and everything. So here, as you can see, the this code, the randint, will return us a number, random integer number, which lies from 1 to 10. So that is what randint will return us. Now, and let's say for now we have a fruits you can say list, and we have to choose a random you can say from the list, similar like the rock paper scissor one code. So for that situation we can use the random dot choice. Now to show you the exact functionality of it, let me just run this code, and as you can see, the number 5 has been chosen, and from the list it is apple. Now to show you the randomness of it, let me rerun it, and now the number changes to 8, and the choice again is apple, but let me just you can see now instead of mango and the number becomes 1. So the choice changes, and that shows that why the random is quite helpful for us. Now the definition for this kind of thing is already written here. As you can see, the randint returns the random integer between a and b, and the choice picks the random item from the sequence. Now, continuing this, you can say flow, let's go for the datetime module, and which is quite useful, I will say. and you must know that. Now, the datetime module is actually help us, say, work with the dates, even help us create some dates and all those things. Now, the datetime function have a now method which returns us the current date and time. You can see from it here. Now, this now instance has been created, and of course, I expect you to know about what are the instances and class variable. If you don't know about that, please revisit the videos in this playlist or in this course. So now dot year will return us the year and the month and the day in the similar way. Now when I run this program, as you can see, the now function returns us the current date time of the the code execution. Then when I say okay, give me now dot year, returns 2026. Then it returns 5. Of course, that's the month, and then it returns the day. So that is something which is useful in creating timestamps, in logging the the code, and scheduling tasks, age calculations, and much more. So these are the things that is where this date time module is helpful. Now talking about this, the next module, which is this OS module. Now this OS module is basically help us operate on the instances of our we can say local path system and the file system. Now to show you that, as you can see, it shows us that okay, our the workflow is going in the location this D excited nuclei Python lectures and then intermediate Python. So what this CWD means is it means that the current working directory, that is what it shows. So it basically shows that where the Python program is running. So that's why this OS module is quite helpful. Why it helpful? Because it helps us directly manipulate the operating system storage by using the functions such as make directory and remove directory. Now to show you that, first let me run this code demo folder, and now when I open this, explorer, you can say this demo folder has been created, which was not present at the time, or maybe I can just go to this remove folder again, or let's comment that out. Now, when I run this program, you can see the demo folder got deleted automatically, and when I run this command make directory, it will automatically create the demo folder, right? So that is the functionality of this, you can say the OS library, make directory and the remove directory. Now talking about the system module. So it basically help us navigate to the system variables or environment, basically the terminal things and all those other things too. So when I run this, okay, sorry. Oh, one more thing I forgot to tell you, that when you already have a folder created and you again run this make directory, it will throw us an error that this file already exists. Now for that, what you can do is you can add a safeguard so that is exist. Let me just give you, or rather than that, let me just run this code. Okay, so done that. I actually forgot the exact parameter that was required for it. But there was a parameter which help us, you can say, direct our, you can say, code. That okay, even if the directory exists, ignore that. What else? What is OS dot make directory? Okay, so I think the this okay, this is equal to true. I think that was the parameter. If I am correct, okay, that was not the parameter. Okay, sorry. That was in the make directory functions actually. As you can see, this was the function which takes the parameter of exists true. So it's most like a, you can say, safeguard method, which I will prefer. And basically, this is a method that you use to create a nested directory or everything else. So to create a single directory, you use that make directory function, which was here. Or let me just copy that, then just go to the again enter the here. Okay, so that is something that you can do. Now for now, I am not going to execute this function. So okay, so system.version, right? Now when I run this program, as you can see, it returns us the system information about what the Python version we are using, as well as the other information such as what is the version of the system, as well as what is the bit system of that, you can say, the the platform you are working on. Now if I run this again, as you can see, the platform I am working on is Win32 and Windows basically. So this is something that shows us which operating system we are on and the current Python version and all those things. So that is something that handles by the SOS library. Now there are different import styles. The first style is just importing the library and then putting a dot here, then calling the function, right? And another method is we can just import the library, sorry, we can just import the function from that library, or you can say the particular function that is required, which is quite efficient in itself. So both style works. So just that, avoid writing, basically the second style, avoid writing maths, and as well as it only, you can say, import the specific library that we want. So this is something that I will tell you. Okay, let me just clear this program. Okay, I think that is creating some issue. It says sqrt not defined. That should not have been the issue. Yeah, sometimes my, you can say, laptop just don't work because it's too old. So sorry for that. Now we can also import the libraries using the alias. As you can see, we are importing datetime as dt here, which is also going to work because it is something that the feature of Python, that okay, we can import the libraries and give them a shorter name that we can use inside the functions and all those things. Now the real life examples of, you can say, all the things that we have seen above is that we can create a random password generator, as you can see here. Now what this code does is it basically imports the random module, random library, then it says, okay, we have a digits from 0 to 9. Then the password string is empty, which basically stores the password. Now we say that, okay, we are repeating this loop for the sixth time, and every time we are appending the random choice from this digits into the password, and at last we are going to print that. Now, when I run this program, I am expecting a six-digit Python or usage password for our, you can say, any application or that what we are trying to achieve. As you can see, every time the password is different. Now, now the real life example of a datetime module we can say is this. This basically program help us calculate the number of days left until the new year. So first, as same, we import the datetime module. Then we create the, okay, what is the today's date? Then we create a new variable which stores that, okay, what is the new, you can say, new year date will be, and of course it's 1 January and the next year of the current one. So for that we have created this variable today.year and then added one to it. Basically, the current, as you can see, the current year is 2026. So after adding one, it will become 2027, and the 1 January and 2027 will be the new year date. Now, the remaining days we can calculate by just subtracting new year from the today's date, and we get the remaining dot days. Now, when I run this, it says, okay, there are 214 days left for the new year. So, the time delta object stores the difference, as you can see. Now, the common beginner mistake that you should avoid, and that is directly using the function without importing them. That is something that creates the error. Or mistake two is forgetting a module name. Now, as you can see, I have imported the random, but I forgot to put here the random dot choice, which will create a confusion and it will throw an error. And the mistake three is naming your own file random.py. Then what will happen is you will just try to import that file itself. So avoid naming. As also we have covered that in the Python basics that always avoid the inbuilt, you can say naming built-in functions name while naming your variables and files. So here are some practice exercises for you. So you can create, or you can say you can generate the random number between 50 to 100. Print the current date and time, print square root of 144, print current working directory and the Python version. Now the summary of all the things that we have learned about is that math is the library that contains the mathematical function random imports the randomness that we can use for various purposes. And now the next thing is the date and time. It basically operates on the dates and the times. And the other thing is operating system interaction. Basically that's happened by OS library. And the SYS library handles the Python interpreter information. So these are the library. These libraries are the part of Python standard library. So no installation is required for that. So with that note, let's meet in the next video. And for that time, thank you for watching our video. And we just hit the 10 subscriber mark. I expect to grow in a similar way and thank all the subscribers that we have right now. So with that, let's move on to the next video. Thank you.